I guess we are live. Can you guys hear me? I just saw six dislikes already. So someone has used his multiple accounts to dislike someone. Can you guys guess who can it be? Five people online. Welcome everyone who are here. I see more than five comments, I guess. No, one, two, three, four, five. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Abdul Azad. I'm 73 kilos. Good. Good, good. Zarbintar. Yep. The giant hornet. What's up? What's up, brother? I don't think Sher stands a chance. Against who? And who? J Flyer 1973. Hearing just fine. Thanks for the feedback, brother. The French Reaper. So, what are the news today? News is Olympia arm wrestling that just finished yesterday according to my time. Let some let some people join. 21 likes, guys. As I already told you, someone used his multiple accounts to dislike this video, so six dislikes the last time also I saw it. So please hit the thumbs up button. 26. Thank you very much. Great support. Abdul Azad against Devon. Okay, that guy, Braun Strowman. You're talking about Braun Strowman against any top arm wrestler. Okay, who is Cher? Who are you talking about? I cannot understand. The giant hornet. Who does Dave Chaffee pull? So Dave Chaffee pinned Chan Shaw in round one. Chan Shaw actually asked for this match. He said that he wants Dave Chaffee in round one so that he can calculate. He knows how much strength gap there is between him and elite level super. Knew that in round one. He said Dave Chaffee was too strong for him. Dave Chaffee pinned him very easily. And is it just me or Dave Chaffee has completely turned himself into a top roller? He used to be the number one, number two, number three hook guy in this world. He had one of the best hooks in this world. Denis Plankov, him, and maybe John Brezink. Definitely number three, top three hook. And now he has completely transformed himself into a top roller. Even if you get some not so pros, regular arm wrestlers who he can easily beat, he still top rolls them. He doesn't even hook anyone yet right now. Is it just me or you guys have also noticed that? Dave Chaffee is a top roller now. And I mean, when was the last time you saw him hook somebody? So round one was Chanshaw. After that, I don't know. There were 14 guys in that weight category, and in final round he top rolled him, I guess. Shivam Yadav, what's up, brother? So Chaffee is arm wrestling Mr. Olympia champ, right? Abdul Izzat. WWE needs to invite Devon. Yeah. WWE. I'm quite shocked. Why isn't Levan in WWE yet? The day Vince McMahon gets his eyes on Levan, he's quitting arm wrestling and going into WWE. Levan fits well in the WWE. Not Devon Larratt. Not so much. He will. They will. Vince will portray him as a giant that he saw in the jungle, some monster who cannot speak English but destroys everyone. That would be amazing to see. The way they brought Great Khali in the WWE. The fact that Devon was struggling during the pull is crystal clear proof that it was all staged. If you ask me, of course it was staged. Of course it was. But what do I was more interested, and I just recorded the audio that of the video that I'm going to upload today. When Devon gave him everything he needed, like this, Devon was simply not able to curl him back. He needed to pronate out of his hand. I was quite shocked to see that. I thought he would just use his fingers and cup him and bring him back. But that wasn't the case. Devon had to pronate out of his hand for the slip. Hammer Forge 1978. Braun Strowman is not his real name, bro. It is Adam Shea. Yeah, it is not Sher. I'm quite sure about that. Maybe I'm wrong. I know his real name. It is SC, something like that. Of course, I know it's not his real name, brother. And I don't think you know his real name either. That's not the correct spelling, I guess. I may be wrong. Rufio Everland, Pradeep, deep, deep inside. There is this pronunciation in English. English only has D word. English does not have the syllabus or whatever you call it, alphabet. The like Dubai, Dubai. So English does not have that word. Hindi has both words, D and the one like Dubai. So it is Pradeep, not Pradeep. The like in Dubai, not Dubai. RVJ versus Arm Wrestling News. Joe Downing. In what sense? In arm wrestling, he's going to destroy me. Okay. I think he really shines in his side pressure hook. Dave Chaffee. Yeah. He's just top rolling. I can only see top roll with a ton of side pressure. I don't see a hook. Did Marcio pull? Yes, Marcio Barboza pulled in 235 below class. I was surprised he was able to cut that much because he was looking really heavy last time I saw him in his video. So Marcio was pulling in 235. He won his class right-handed and left-handed. Vrez Sadrakian, the 180 pounds guy. He's from Armenia, I guess. He lives in California. He defeated Marcio Barboza left-handed. That's amazing. He won his class and the 235 pounds class both. He weighed under 185. Still, he did not pull in 185. He pulled 205 or something like that, whatever the class was, and 235 below. And he won both classes left handed. Marcio Barboza fouled out twice in both rounds. That is what I've heard. That is amazing. Whereas Sadrakan is a beast. And to know that there are guys who used to beat him in WAF, and Marcio Barboza cannot beat him, despite outweighing him by what, 50 pounds, I guess? That is just amazing. Doesn't English have that D in duck? Duck is still duck. It is not duck. You understand what I'm saying? It would have been duck. English does not have the word. Like the. The you can say that. The is the word. Levan would have fit 90s WWF wrestling. Not now, Jack Daniels. Maybe. Joe Downing, where can I find this recording? Which record? Oh, I've just recorded the audio and I'm going to add some photos and videos on top of that. I'm going to cut all the extra parts where I haven't spoken anything for more than 1 seconds, then present to you in form of video around 2 3 hours from now. Fab Naful, my brother Mohammed here. Hello Pradeep, Mohammed here. Do you think Jerome Loud can beat John Brezink right now? All of the matches that I have seen of Jerome Loud, none of them lasted more than 1 second. He's really, really dominant. I mean, like he beats everyone. Last time I saw him, not the last time I saw him just a few days ago at IFA. I think he won his class in IFA. I think he did. And Herman Stevens, he pulled Herman Stevens like he was nothing. He looks really dominant, man. And he weighs about the same as John Brezink, I think. But man, it is really, really difficult to bet against John Brezink. Really difficult. I would have to think about it a little bit more. Maybe he can. But let's now, how about we focus on? I know you're trying to set that match up. I've heard. Maybe I can say it out here. I hope this match happens. I hope. And John Brezink also mentioned in his last interview with Ron Bath, I guess, he said that he keeps on hearing that name and he would pull. If the match is offered to him, he will pull. So that would be amazing to see, guys. Keep your eyes on John Brezink versus Jerome Loud. It would be amazing. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thanks for the super chat. Where was I? The smart money would have to go with John Brezink unless something big unexpected happens and Jerome beats some name that he isn't supposed to beat. Chaffee is just brute power to the side. He doesn't top roll or hook. He top rolled when he top rolled Chan Shaw. You must have seen that match. Big facts. He top rolls Wayne Withers too. I think he top rolled him yesterday too. Did Marcio pull? I have already answered that. Braun Strowman has no chance against real pros unless he trains. Of course, I don't think even if he trains for 3, 4, 5 years, I don't think still he would have any chance. I don't think the pull was real at all. Of course, it was not totally fake, and this gives arm wrestling lost credibility. No, I don't think so. I've actually addressed that. That why some people don't like these types of collaborations, these types of fake collaborations. So please tune in for the video upload today, 2, 3 hours from now maybe. I don't think it loses arm wrestling loses credibility because of that. Maybe in the eyes of maximum 5% people, but the 80, what about the 80, 90% of people who are just casuals who watch arm wrestling every now and then and don't know much about that? Those people enjoy that kind of thing. So if we are talking about increasing the number, increasing the range, then I think it helps. But I can understand what you are saying. The giant hornet thinks that the match between Chan Shaw and Chaffee was funny to watch. It's sure Scherr. I was using voice command. Okay. J Flyer 1973. I'm just bummed more supers don't show up to the mix. Yeah, 14. Chan Shaw that the said that the maximum turnout was in that weight category. 240, 235 plus, and the prize money was $10,000. And still, even fourth place got $1,000, and still only 14 people showed up. I was really surprised to see that. People were talking about that the Russians are going to be there. Russians were there, but the Russians that are living in US, no one has flown overseas to compete there. Magnetron, why Magnetron, not Magnetron? Why do you think Dave shifted his pulling style from inside to outside? I was trying to ask the same question from you. Maybe some kind of injury or something that we don't know about. But Dave Chaffee doesn't really hook now, man. Last time I saw him hook was against Krasimir Kostadinov in WL 2019, I think it was. Maybe it is just the opponents that he is facing. Like Chan Shaw is not easy to hook. Wayne Withers is not easy to hook. Maybe it is just the opponents. Levan is definitely not easy to hook. What's the point coming when Chaffee is there? Place, third place, fourth place. That is the point incoming. All had prize money. Shubham Yadav, Devon doesn't look world level off season, but when he prepares, he gets there quickly, right? Devon said that he has gotten really good for that 1 day performance that like all of us used to do in our schools. Before the exam, we did not know anything. Just after the exam, we did not know anything. But we used to dump all the knowledge on the question paper in the exam. Same thing is with Devon. You can beat him maybe a week or two before the competition and definitely a week or two after the competition, but not on competition day. That's who Devon is. And then there are some guys who look strong throughout the year, always, like Levan. Levan doesn't look like he can be beat at any day of the year. Michael Todd is the same. Michael said he really needs to align things perfectly in order to prepare himself for a competition. He just cannot show up to a competition and win without preparation, without training. Oh, so shorter. Who is shorter? I think I've read all the comments before this super chat. The French Reaper recordings will be on Arm Wrestling TV, the Russian channel. Okay. But I heard that they insisted not to record or post any footage. They said that the footage will be aired on NBC. So ultimate. Wait, what happened with Chan Shaw versus Dave? Chan Shaw versus Dave. Chan Shaw asked for the Dave Chaffee match in round one, and he got it. And Dave Chaffee easily top rolled him. First they slipped, then they got to the straps, and then Dave Chaffee top rolled him. So ultimate. Okay. Arm wrestling opera. What do you think about what? I'm sorry, brother, I've lost it. Jason Merlo. Yes, Jerome won his class. Was Jerome Loud here? I think he was not here. And can he beat Marcio Barboza? Jason, please, if you know about that, please tell me. Was Jason, not Jason, was Jerome Loud here in the Olympia tournament? And if he was there, he must have taken at least second, right? Behind Marcio, Steve Denny. And again, talking about Vrez, Devon Larratt used to have wars with Marcio Barboza left-handed, and Vrez Sedrakian was really looking confident from what I have heard against Marcio Barboza left-handed. That is just amazing. And he's a 180 pounds. Devon just uploaded a video 15-20 minutes ago, and he said that he's a 180 pounds guy. He weighed it at 180. Looking forward to that video. J Flyer, thank you, man. Okay, what video? Mine or Arm Wrestling TV? Yo, what I miss? We just talk about the Olympia tournament. I think we have covered it mostly. If anything is left and maybe you know about that, please tell me in the comments. What did you think of Bowen and Laughlin's animosity? I have also covered that in the video that I'm just about to upload. So, in short, I think I liked it. I mean, it was obvious to my eyes that it is fake, and not, I would not say fake, that they prepared for it or they talked about it before, but it looked good. Like to 80% of the audience, and we guys, you guys who are here, the I believe all the people who watch arm wrestling podcasts or who watch arm wrestling live shows, who have the patience to sit around for 30, 40, 50 minutes, you guys are generally, not disrespect to anyone else, you guys are generally more educated and more knowledgeable about the sport than others who just watch arm wrestling highlights or Devon Larratt highlights, 5 minute videos. So you guys can easily spot that it was fake. The Braun Strowman versus Devon Larratt brawl was fake. They were not really fighting with each other. And this one was also staged, Ryan Bowen versus Lachlan. But trust me, to at least 80% of the people, and I've said that in my video, that even if you include captions at the bottom that this Devon versus Braun Strowman fight is staged, it is not real. Still, I would say 20% people would claim that it is real. You guys, I don't know you know about that or no, but 80% or 20% people even in that case have no idea about what fake or real is. I would say at least 50% of people think that WWE is real. So you can imagine how difficult it would be for them to figure out whether this Lachlan Adair versus Ryan Bowen heated moment was real or not. I hope Gennady destroys Michael Todd. Why, brother? And people think I hate Michael Todd. I love Michael Todd. I have been his fan since day one. Since day one, I started watching, not his day one. I wasn't even born then. I'm his fan, and people say that I hate Michael Todd. No, I don't. I want Michael Todd to win this match. Looking forward to that. I'm just opinion. Like, I actually hope Michael wins against Gennady. Yes, it would make the East versus West thing more competitive. East has been destroying the West, right? And this is the best chance. Like Angin Terzi said that the best hope for West average median age is 53 years. John Brezink at 57, Todd Hutchings at 55, I guess, and Michael Todd at 48. What happened with Travis? Yeah, Chan Shaw mentioned that he got kicked out of the arena for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he was arguing something with the organizers or promoters and they sent him off. But Chan Shaw also said that he was not there to pull anyways. So if he was not pulling, he was not commentating. I'm not sure what he was there to do. Jason Merlo, because nobody can realistically plan 7 days in advance for something like that event, right? Fenry S. Why is the price for right 10 but for left it is only 5? For left, yeah, I think it was 5. Because there are a lot more people right-handed. Left-handed turnout is never going to be as much as right-handed. Maybe in some tournaments. I'm a left-hander myself, and my shoulder after the surgery is totally messed up. I think it would get better, but it got worse. I still do not like to complain about left hand not being given as much attention it should be. I mean, why would they give that much attention to the left hand? Because what 90% of people are right-handed, so to expect that the left-handers should get equal attention, I don't think there is any logic in that. Right hand is always going to be the important hand unless the population entirely magically becomes 50% right-handed and 50% left-handed. Uncle John in the house. Uncle John, you would agree with that, I guess. You also are a better left-hander. I just don't think it is a fair argument to demand equal rights for left-handed people, and that is coming from a person who arm wrestles only left-handed. Jack Daniels. I don't know anyone that say that Devon fake fight. Okay, and said, okay, they are no longer credible. Get serious, guy. Open your mind a little. What's that? Cut a head out. Looking forward to watching the rest of the discussion later today. Thanks for putting this up. J Flyer, thank you, man. Uncle John. One, way too late of notice to get more bodies right. They gave what, 10, 12 days notice maybe. And number two, arm wrestling has no credibility. Braun versus Devon is only good for arm wrestling. Yeah, I agree totally with Uncle John. Steve Denny. Yeah, if Devon fight was fake, then the smart move would have been to let it run for a few rounds. And the round one Scott win, the referee, he gave pin to Braun Strowman. So I believe that was because they want to air it on television. Where is my moderator today? Levan Gasparini. Not that I need a moderator, but it is still amazing to see him. Imran Zakir. Man, people are saying Devon collating with Braun is bad or dumb. I won't say anything, but I loved that collaboration. Jason Merlo, I don't think so. I was referring to IFA. Okay, IFA, yeah. So he did not compete in the Olympia arm wrestling. Steve Denny, yeah, people don't understand how much Devon bring attention to arm wrestling. In terms of attention, Schoolboy, I think Schoolboy has crossed Devon Larrett in terms of bringing more new eyes to the sport. I think Schoolboy is number one, and number two would be Devon, and a close number three, not a close. I mean, number four is not close, and number three could be that Larry Wheels, wise old man. Word, Devon is the real deal. Arm wrestling entertainment, right? Megatron. It's kind of strange for someone who loses his hand and wrist like Dave to abandon his very decent hook and shift to top roll. Maybe some of the high level arm wrestlers here. Maybe you guys can tell why Dave Chaffee has completely switched to top role now. He doesn't even hook anymore. Is it just the opponents that he's facing, like Levan, like Wayne Withers, like Chancho, who are difficult to hook? Or is it some injury or something else? Uncle John, Pradeep is right. People are horrible about understanding reality. We we almost always overestimate what people have knowledge about or what people have memory about. That is why I always say that whenever you include some video, whenever you include someone in your video, like I'm talking about Hadzimurat Zoloev, I can guarantee that at least five people in each and every one of my video are the ones who are watching their first or second or their third arm wrestling video ever. If my video is getting 5,000 views, I would assume at least five are people who are watching arm wrestling for the first, second, or third time, or maybe they are in their first month. They have no idea who Hadzimurat Zoloev is. That is why in almost every of my videos, I give a little brief, a summary about what the person or the background. Like when I include Hadzimurat Zoloev, when I say John Brezink versus Hadzimurat Zoloev is happening in January 2022, I always say that Hadzimurat Zoloev is from Russia and he has won this, and that, if I can include that. But still, I would like to give some basic information for the people who are watching for the first time and who have no idea. And I think people have no idea how many people have no idea about what we are talking about. That is, it is must to explain everything from the basics. Some of the experienced guys think, why is he talking like that? Everyone knows who Zoloev is. No, you're not right. Not everyone knows who Zoloev is. Good job at Armors, Uncle John. Uncle John did great. I saw all your videos about and I'm waiting for the adrenaline dump video, Uncle John. I'm waiting for it. The one that you're going to upload with RVJ. Black Paw. Did you watch John versus Kchen from a different angle? No, but you assumed that John was pinned multiple times. To be honest, I People were blaming me so much that I use clickbaits. And that was the only time when I used clickbait. Only time, number one, first time on my channel. And nobody mentioned it that it was a clickbait. Everyone fell for it. Like, I was that thinking that John Brzezinski has shown his match live on his channel, and one more channel I think had uploaded it. I thought, why would anyone watch? Would anyone watch my videos? My video about that match. I'm not great at breaking down matches. I'm just great at collecting information and presenting it to you in a meaningful and easy to understand way. That is what I'm good at. So I don't think it would have worked for that. That is why I thought something like, people always claim that I use clickbaits. So how about I use it this time? So I said that John Brzezinski, Dimitri Kechen pinned John Brzezinski, and I used that thumbnail where his hand was really, really close, and everyone fell for it. That video, like, it got more views than it would have if I just used John Brzezinski versus Dimitri Kechen, which I changed. I changed the title later on, seeing that it got 20%, almost 20% dislikes, and everyone fell for it. The first time I used clickbait, and nobody complained that it is a clickbait. YouTube was a weird, weird place, man. It worked, the clickbait worked, but I got the dislikes that I deserved for that. So for the views, you have to pay the price in terms of dislike, and I would not use it again. First time seeing you wrestle, you looked pumped. Okay, you're talking about Uncle John, I guess. Steve Denley, thanks, Uncle John. Yeah, lefty is never going to get the same money, right? Right hand bias is and has always been real. Stacy Morgan in the house. What's up, Stacy? Steve Denny. First time seeing. Okay, I already. Adnan Ravesh De. Would love to watch the love stream. Unfortunately, I am at work. Are you mocking me, or you also mistyped it? One day I mistyped it. I wrote love stream, arm wrestling love stream instead of arm wrestling live stream. Maybe some other day I'll watch. Okay, Black Paw. Also love how you dodged my comment. Black Paw. I dodged your comment. Let me go back. Did you watch John Brzezinski? No, no, I read it. If I forgot some comment, please mention it again. Black Paw, yes, he was, you thinking twice in the same round. Kapil V, Dave must have switched to top roll in preparation for Levan. Since he got stronger in that technique, it makes sense for him to continue top rolling for some time, maybe. Fenry S, is there even enough tournament money to do arm wrestling full time as a job? I would not say tournaments, because Dan, I'm quite interested to see you. I saw your super chat in Chan Shaw's stream. I think there is some misunderstanding between us, brother, and I haven't read your comment yet, but I am assuming it is going to be something negative. Pradeep must went to CNN school of bias salty reporting. This channel is now dead. This channel is not dead, brother. What do you mean by bias? Give me one example. If I say that Dave Chaffee is going to lose against Levan, is it biased reporting? If I say that RVJ is going to lose to Sasha Andreev 6-0, is it biased reporting? I don't think it is biased reporting when I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. I don't think it is biased. Please, please give me example. I would be really happy to converse you further. Megatron. I can at least do that just looking at how Todd's block filled and barely anyone was betting on Hadzimurad Zoloev. Okay. Dana GTF. Oh, no, no, I want to talk to him. Definitely there is some confusion, and there is one question that I have asked many people, and no one has able to answer it. You're and Dana McWhite, you are also talking about CNN. So people have started. I was getting those comments even before RVJ said that I'm opinionated, and after that it has been a wide number of comments. People who are saying that I'm opinionated. So you want to curb others' opinions? Is that what is going on right here? And I always ask, tell me the name of one person in this world, or one news channel, YouTube or television, doesn't matter, who doesn't give opinions. And yet, till date, I haven't got any answer to that question. One person came close. He gave a name of bunch of news channels. It was international channel, so obviously I don't watch them. But then after that, he said they present their opinions separately. So they do, na? They do give opinions. Just give me the name of one news channel, TV or YouTube, that does not give opinion. Or forget about news channels. One person in this world who does not and who should not have opinions. People like RBJ want to curb others' opinions, and this is also not a valid. I've heard RVJ and Eddie Hall also say that you should not say things to someone that you cannot say to their face. Eddie Hall was also saying that, and always the person who think that they are strong, they are the only one who say that. So Eddie Hall, I don't believe anyone can talk shit to Eddie Hall's face because he's a giant, he's a monster. So no one should say what they want to say about them. What is up with them? I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. One example of one news channel that does not give opinions, please. I bet you cannot. And he was saying that those news channels give their opinion separately. What do you mean by separately? They have separate titles that now we are talking about opinions and now we are talking about news. I don't think it happens like that. And even if it does, they have 24 hours time. News channels are 24 hours live. I'm not. I have 4 to 5 minutes in a day. I cannot present opinions and news separately in that period of time. I would like to talk with you more. Maybe you can message me on Facebook or something. Slick Savage. Great name. I'm a huge arm wrestling fan since 2018 2019 because of Devon. When I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, now I get lit and start arm wrestling. Great for you, brother. Devon is great. Sumitro Jana. Can Braun Strowman throw out Devon? Throw out Devon. What does that mean? You mean wrestling? And I know there are people who are going to claim that Devon is trained judo fighter. He's going to destroy Braun Strowman in a fight, but I don't think it is going to happen. Braun Strowman is, I believe, about an inch and a half taller than Devon, at least an inch, and about 100 pounds heavier. And he's a trained wrestler. I know WWE is not real, but still those guys know how to perform the moves, how to escape from the moves. So I don't think it will be a great fight between them. Stacy Morgan clickbaiter. That worked, man. That worked. Braun is clearly taller than Devon, right? No, man, I'm just kidding. I've always enjoyed your videos and specifically live streams. You are very responsive and you provide quality content. Thanks, Adnan. Mike Rekonen. Devon versus Strowman WrestleMania is next to WL Circus. Like, yeah, I think that guy is just trolling. Dynamic White? No, he used to give super chats and talk negative things. I really loved that, man. I'm up. Like, some people think I saw a comment on Reddit about me that I suggested something to Pradeep and he said he will think about it, he will consider it, but he didn't. Like, I consider suggestions. Earlier, I will give you an example, a good example. I used to say things like, he will destroy this guy, he will destroy this guy, he will beat him like that. So somebody advised me, he sent me a message on, I don't, unfortunately I don't remember his name. He said that you're a news reporter, you should not use strong words like that. And I totally agreed with him. Now you will not see me including these words like he's going to destroy him 6-0. I say I think, and I always use I think. So what's the problem with that? I just cannot understand. If I say that I think the RVJ Sasho match is not going to be close, it is not close. I don't see a problem with that. So I have stopped using words like he would destroy him in a match. So I listen to advice. I listen to advice. It is not like I don't listen. But when someone asks me to leave my opinions, to do not have any opinions of mine own, it is not possible. And I don't want to upload shorts. That is one more thing. When people say that you should only give news, you should not include your opinions. Like John Brzezinski versus Hadzimurad Zoloev, Engin Terzi is setting the matchup in January 2022 in Norway. Close. That is it. So you want to watch 10-second videos? I don't want to upload them. Wayne Withers arm wrestling, what's up, buddy? I saw your updates video. I got some information from that. Thank you, Wayne. Thanks, brother. Wayne Withers, if you guys just joined, he took silver, right-handed, number 2 position. And Wayne, I hope you get paid. I hope you get paid. There are some memes going on Facebook that arm wrestlers will not get paid. Yeah, that channel always gives opinion. Still has 100,000 subs. Who are you talking about? Sucks that Mr. Olympia took down Nick's video about the Olympia. Really? I did not get to see that. Dana McWhite, there is your example. Reporters don't bet on matches. You did not answer my question. Okay, let me read further. They simply state the match on the odds. They leave the rest up to the audience. You still did not give me one example of one news channel who does not give opinions. You started talking about a completely different thing, betting. I'm still waiting. Dynamic White, I saw your another comment. Let me read that first. Dynamic White, exactly. News isn't what it used to be. Just because you see so many outlets now being opinion based, does that make it right? The fact that it is hard to find the name an unbiased news outlet because there isn't any. There isn't any. So what does that mean by what do you guys mean about opinions? So let's say someone is reporting a crime. A news channel is reporting a crime. Somebody killed someone, a murder, right? And the news channel says that uh, the accused should be punished. He should spend his life in jail and police should get hold of him. So these are opinions, right? You would you tell them to not have opinions? I think opinions are okay if they are right. You should look at the whether it is right or not. Everything is based on opinions. A bill is passed. The news channel say that we did not like this bill. This should have included more for the lower middle class financial bill. So aren't these opinions? Every news channel gives opinions, and I'm really sorry. I apologize. If you want me to have no opinions, you will have to switch to some other channel. That's unfortunate. Steve Denny, this is one of the issues with news. If you just report the news and give no opinions, many think, yeah, it will be boring. Of course, it will be. If you give opinions, then you guys get a lot more attention unless they don't like it, right? I would say if I had just reported news without any opinions, and when people are saying I'm getting opinionated now, it is not the case. I'm uploading about 25 videos in a month now. I used to upload 5 6 videos in a month back a year ago. That is why people are thinking that I'm giving opinions now. I have been giving opinions since my first video, fourth fifth video, I would say, the first news video that I uploaded in my channel. But since it is more videos are getting published now, so people are thinking that I'm getting opinionated now, but it has not been the case. It has been the case since day one, and I won't curb my opinion. Dynamic White proves my point. Nothing I have heard, read, or said, nothing proves your point till now. You haven't given me any example. Okay, you cannot give the example of news channels. Give me the example of one YouTube channel that does not give opinions. One YouTube channel. Forget about TV news channel or one person in real life. EC, I want to hear his opinion. He can do both. Thank you, EC. Steve Denny. I think it is not even close. Is even worse than destroys. But it wasn't close, man. It wasn't close. And Walter is a reporter that just gives news and unbiased. I will watch him. I'll watch him. Adnan, Dana, you really missed the point of him reporting and giving analysis and opinions. Get the hell out of here and go watch Fox News or something. Josh, just in time. Okay. News and opinion are separate, Josh. Yes, they are separate. They cannot be in single words, but they can be in single videos. Zoloev versus Petrenko. Both weigh around 95 kilos. Petrenko weighs around 100. He's cutting down for 95 kg top 8. And Zoloev is not in top 8, but Zoloev is a world champion. I don't think Petrenko has been a world champion. Maybe. I don't think so. I think I would have Zoloev in that match. Adna, what's the name of the channel? Okay. Timmy Turner, disagree. Timmy, disagree with what? MMA World is a big YouTube channel that simply reports the news but doesn't share opinions. One of the MMA World, I will watch that channel, but I still, when you closely look at it, everything is opinions. Like the example I gave, when news reporters say that the accused for murder, he should be given punishment. They say that, right? Still, these are opinions. So, would you tell them not to give your opinions? PBS News is unbiased and just gives the story. There is your example. You are not getting my point. There simply cannot be a news channel without opinions. What are they going to talk for 24 hours without opinions, man? Just think about it. Timmy Turner, that being said, I don't mind your opinions. Again, one more example. Once some budget is passed or some or police does a great work, news channels say that we appreciate the great work that that person did. These are still opinions. You don't mind them, right? Because they are positive ones. Carlos, RVJ called John Brezink a liar. He said Ryan Bowen has John in his pocket. RVJ is telling John to speak good about Ryan, right? I heard that. I heard that. That if Ryan pulled RVJ, Ryan could win. He just called him. So these are the opinions that RVJ has, and he wants me not to have any opinions. Can you guys see that? He has an opinion that Ryan Bowen is on that John Brezink. Ryan Bowen is in John Brezink's pockets, so his words cannot be trusted. And that person is telling me not to have opinions. So I did not want to talk about it, but still, if that topic has been brought up, I'll talk about it now. First, it's Stacy Morgan. Pradeep, I'm going to send you a link to a football YouTuber news channel. He is very opinionated and you will like him. Nick Strength and Power, right? He gives his opinions all the time. How can you make a 10-12 minute video without giving opinions, man? There is not a person in this world who can talk on one topic for 10 minutes or even 5 minutes without giving any opinion. Just not possible. I gave you the example of the Zolo versus that John Brzezinski news. Pradeep, why don't you watch the videos of Walter in 60s and 80s? It was always now you're going to 60s. Amazing, man. And I will watch. I cannot stop this live stream to watch that videos. So, and most of the people are commenting this after hearing RVJ's opinion. So RVJ said that, so it must be true, right? This is the opinion of people. And what did RVJ reply in one of his comments? Somebody wrote that, dude, you are a joke now. You just all you do is complain. And under that, to someone else, I think he replied that if it was WAF rules, in WAF rules, people, Neil Pickup is in the house. RVJ is a Neil. I want to talk about that. Either RVJ does not know what a running foul is, or he forgot that, or he was lying to deceive his fans. In one of the comments, RVJ wrote that if it was under WAF rules, the match could have been different because Sasho intentionally, I don't remember the exact foul, but he was referring to that round two, I guess, where Sasho had an elbow foul to get to the slip. Rob said that it would have been a foul and the match could have been different, but he got away with that elbow foul. And he's not even mentioning that he was already on a running foul. So is he lying or he does not remember? Is he trying to deceive his fans? And those people, I feel pity for them, for the four people who liked that comment, where RVG said that the story could have been different under WAF rules. They have no idea that RVJ has no idea that he was on a running foul. So his foul, Sasha Andreev's foul to get to the slip just cancels out the foul. But nowhere he mentioned that. Nowhere. I even sent him the screenshot trying to explain that, but no reply. And neither did he remove that comment. So don't do not believe anything anyone says, and do not try to fight with anyone on behalf of someone else. RVJ and I will get along a few days ago, but you and I may not, or someone else that you are going to fight. It should not be like that. Never. RVJ, I'm assuming when RVJ is uploading a video on YouTube, I'm assuming that he's also a YouTuber. YouTubers will fight one day and they will get along the next day. Never. This will be my advice to you. Never being a fan of a YouTuber, when he says something negative about some other YouTuber, never go and fight that other YouTuber. These two will collab someday and your relationship with them will be ruined. That is my honest advice. Never trust the YouTubers fight. What if RVJ and I are doing a collab? What if it was just a collaboration? And that fight, whatever he said about me or whatever I said about him is not real. Then what? My audience retention increased from 55 to 65%. When people say they do not like opinions, all I presented in that video were opinions, 100% total opinions. And that video got the most audience retention. So people could have just clicked away from that video, right? if they didn't like the opinions. No, they watched it till the end. Most audience retention in all of my videos. So I do not really believe it when people say that they don't like to watch opinions. Yeah, but Nick doesn't have the name news in his channel, so maybe I'll change the name someday. That is the point that only point that I agree with you on. Why are you and Ryan not posting any coverage of Arm Wars? I have covered all of the news of Arm Wars. What are you talking about, man? Not a single match is left. I think I uploaded 4 5 videos about Arm Wars. Chan Shaw's stepped in late. What did I miss? Chan Shaw, you missed a lot. As long as news is unbiased, which is okay. Neil Pickup. RVJ is a great block with massive talent. He is volatile character for sure, but if you met with the guy, I'm sure you would like him, Pradeep. Hope you're well. Stay strong. Be strong. That is what I was just talking about, Neil. I was just talking about that. Leo on longevity in the house. Hello, Pradeep. Hello, Leo. Sorry, brother, I missed your last podcast. Could not attend. Next time for sure. Arm wrestling news, ignore the trolls. They're complaining about something. It is a cool thing to do. Not only the people in the power. If you're just a little bit above in terms of power, you want to curb opinions. So I gave an example earlier that how I listen to the feedbacks, the real feedbacks. But if you want to curb my opinions, you want me to have no opinions, that is not going to happen. And the channel would have been at 500 or 550 subscribers right now if I had not given any of my opinions. Justin B. How can people even ask if the Braun Devon thing was real? People think it is real. I even talked about that for a long time in the beginning. Steve Denny. Neil Neil doesn't give opinions, just bad sex jokes. Carlos. Okay, Neil, fair enough. But he called a liar. That this is the thing about RVJ is biggest human being in terms of physical stature, in terms of physical, at least the biggest arm wrestler that ever walked earth. He believes that Levan was much smaller than him before he got on steroids. So that concludes that he's the biggest natural guy, right? He doesn't think, and he thinks nobody, and he always said that he can beat anyone who is natural. So he's the biggest and the best arm wrestler who is natural, who's out there. So take that from what you will. I don't know how much of that you can trust. Beerman Burgoyne is bad company, Neil. Rob was awesome for sure, but a bit hot headed. Neil, pick up again. Yes, he is correct. It would have been very different, but the fact is that it wasn't in WAF, it was in Arm Wars, and on that day, Sasho pulled very well and managed. Neil, I don't think you addressed the issue. RVJ was on a running foul and he totally ignored that. Sasho was the second one to foul. So the fouls were cancelled, right? This is the Arm Wars rules. And according to Arm Wars rules, it should have been a restart. Maybe the footage was cut between that. But Paul Maiden started it in the straps, which shouldn't have been the case. It should have just been a restart. But still, it would have been a restart. And he's saying that he would have won that because Sasho elbow fouled and totally ignoring his own elbow foul before that. That is what I was talking about. I'll send you the screenshot of that comment, Neil. Sumitro Jana. Pradeep, tell me who is the tallest you have seen in India with your own eyes, except. Okay, where did that comment go? I missed that comment. Except the great Khali. I Man, it is difficult to answer. I saw a guy who was around, I don't know his height, but I stood next to him. Maybe he was 6'6" and 6'7". Tall guys are not really common in India. If someone is over 6 feet, he is considered tall in India. So it is really difficult to find tall guys. Lex H. First, I need to read that super chat from Dana McWhite. Opinions from a guy who doesn't arm wrestle or has any experience. Please tell us more of your opinions. You're just a fanboy with no experience. Thank you for the super chat, Dana. Thank you very much. How do you know that I don't arm wrestle? How do you know? You want me to post my arm wrestling videos on a news channel, but you don't. Yeah, that is what also people demand. Why don't you post your arm wrestling videos on this channel? And I'm a news channel. They don't have me. They don't have any problem with me posting my arm wrestling videos on a news channel, but they have problems with me giving news about arm wrestling news on my channel. Really weird. Where was I? Jack Valdez. You can't find a video where he's not complaining about steroids or straps in arm wrestling. Maybe if he had focused more on training, he would have gotten top rolled by Sasha. He wouldn't have got top rolled by Sasha, right? Carlos, hi Leo, Timmy Turner. Anyways, what happened at the Olympia arm wrestling event? Did you already talked about? Yes, I talked about it earlier in this video, and I'm going to upload a video in about 2 hours from now on that topic. And I'm gonna have to end this in 10 minutes from now, about before 1 hour. Even in the act of, where did that chat go? Even in the act of choosing what to report and how to frame, it is there is, yeah, definitely there is a bias. People call me that, why don't you record this, why don't you report this? Like, I cannot sit around to watch all the results of a local tournament or a state tournament in United States. I can show that in my videos if you send me the results. This is what I can do, but other than that, I'd have to report what people want to see. That is the job of every YouTuber. Like, if someone popular like Devon or Michael Todd does something outside of arm wrestling, I may report that. If someone really popular outside of arm wrestling does arm wrestling, I can report that too. But I cannot report local tournaments. I can, but I cannot unless you send me the results. And then again, I'm seeing your super chat. Then am I quite, the fact that I don't arm wrestle, or I don't have any experience shouldn't hurt you, and it shouldn't hurt you. I sometimes I do predictions, and I don't think predicting a arm wrestling match should have anything or has anything to do with the level of experience you have. You know, a lot of guys predicted Dave Chaffee to win against Levon, and they were experienced. So experience, I believe, has nothing to do with predicting arm wrestling matches. I would say beginners predict better matches than some of the pros. Well, unless you are Neil Pickup, who knows how to get the close matches done, fixed. And I just prove point. Haters are your biggest supporters. Bet they will view all your videos and comment in your live streams. I like haters. I like haters. 81 likes, at least make it 100 before the live stream ends. Still 81. Please give the thumbs up, guys. Stacy Morgan with a $10 super chat. Tell us your complaints in a super chat. No, you didn't. I'm reading all the comments. Post them up then. Why would I post them up, man? Why would I? You should have a problem with them too, right? I've uploaded a video. I sent that my match to Devon Laird, my first match, the first time I put my elbow on arm wrestling table. And Devon said that you should upload. Devon told me that you should upload this on your channel, but I did not. Just because I have already uploaded it, but that match is unlisted, not public, because I don't want to upload arm wrestling matches on my channel, my own. Oh man, can we stop the drama and talk about arm wrestling? Yes, we should, Timmy. We should. I have never played ice hockey, but I watch all the time and opinions about it. I guess myself and millions others should just STFU then, right? Dana McMite has not answered yet. One person who does not have opinions. Talking about news channels, I don't really believe it unless I watch it. Please send me the links if you can. Pradeep has the experience of binge watching arm wrestling for 5 years, right? And sometimes people discredit what Gary Roberts knows about arm wrestling. Gary has clearly said that he has watched the most number of arm wrestling matches, and he even arm wrestles. So forget about me. Forget about even Gary Roberts. RVJ said that Ryan Bowen should not be able to talk about arm wrestling because he has not beaten anyone yet. So RVJ believes that only the people who can beat him should be able to talk about arm wrestling. And guess what? The person who can beat him in arm wrestling without steroids does not exist. So if you listen to RVJ, there is no person in this world who should have the right to speak about arm wrestling. Chan Shaw, did I miss everyone hating on me for losing yesterday? I have not got a single comment about hating you, Chance. Luckily, I can beat anyone of this chat just stating facts. Maybe you can. And you should be able to say that. And these are opinions, right? Nothing wrong with opinions and predictions. Didn't you know Chan Shaw had a match? Yeah, Chan Shaw asked for a match round one against Dave Chaffee to test himself against pro level elites. Neil Pickup, we got to run, guys. Feeling as rough as Robert's dog and trying to get some rest before tonight's fix show. Oh, today is the fix. Hope everyone's guy. And someone messaged me that, what are you going to do now that Neil Pickup has booted Ryan Bowen from his channel, which I don't believe is the case. And what are you going to do? What do I have to do with Neil Pickup booting Ryan Bowen from his channel? What did I do wrong with Neil Pickup? People are even blaming that on me, which I still don't believe Ryan Bowen did anything wrong. He just used the title Sasho destroyed Rob, something like that. And if you watch all the big sports like IPL, like cricket, like football, like basketball, as soon as the match is over, you Google within seconds of the match being over, and sometimes even before the match is over, you will see the results before the match is over for you. Like people who are sitting there, there is a delay in TV live broadcast of about 10-15 seconds, I guess. So even before the match is over, sometimes you get the results on web. So someone giving spoilers is not really a bad thing. Like it may not be ethical thing to do, but you cannot blame anyone for giving spoilers and saying that he did something wrong or illegal. Giving spoilers is not illegal. I hope Alex top roll recorded in action at Mr. Olympia arm wrestling event. Yeah, someone else also mentioned that he's going to upload the matches. I'm gonna have to end this stream in about 2-3 minutes from now. Thank you for being here. Let's leave RVJ and talk about something that matters. Heiser, what's your comments on Devon's fight with that guy, some WWE guy? I was really surprised that even in United States, WWE is from USA, right? Even there, a lot of people do not know about the monster among men, Braun Strowman. I think it was a great collaboration. It wasn't a real fight, of course, but I loved it. Braun Strowman looked really serious, and Devon looked like he would start laughing at any time. It was getting really difficult for Devon. Fact-based opinions based on untruths. Okay. Bearman, what went Larry Wheels match happening? Carl, Neil and Ryan are good. Neil said so. Like to see Pradeep on the fix. Maybe one day. I've got at least 10 comments saying that I should be on the fix with Neil Pickup. Devon's short rap was while driving Alex Top. Yeah, I watched that video. Mentioned that Alex will get content up over the next week. Maybe I forgot that. SOL Arun. The difference in these matches are live. People watch them unlike the Arm Wars event. They're getting spoiled before the official released. Yeah, they will. It is impossible. I believe in today's world, it is impossible to stop the spoilers. Like when the Sasho was, I did not use any rounds, any footage or anything. I just used the screenshots and I commented over that Sasho beat him 6-0. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I did not type that. Maybe maybe my wife did. Please hit the likes up. Maybe I can get to 100 before this live stream ends in a minute. Michael did actually start smiling. I missed that. I missed that. Larry training with Devon and Devon can create a monster version of Larry Wheels. Hopefully, but I does not. I just don't see it in Larry Wheels. I to be honest, I would be really happy and really surprised if Larry makes it to the top level. Michael did actually. Okay, okay. 93 likes. Just waiting. 30 seconds left, guys. I'm going to end this now. Timmy Turner, thank you for being here. Stacey Morgan, great live stream today. Pradeep, keep up the good work. I'll be back next live stream to hear your opinion on arm wrestling stuff. Stacey, you're great. Great. The opinionated guy, Pradeep. J Flyer, I popped back in and glad to see some more discussion. Thanks for the chat. I'll post the link in the post option so some of you can watch it later. Have a great day, Pradeep. Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have to end it at last time I wasn't able to end it at exactly 1 hour. This time I will. I forgot I have to press it twice. Thank you. Bye bye guys.